Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Virgo for November 2009. And this also applies if you have a Virgo ascendant. So you Virgos, Saturn finally has left your sign. The end of last month, it's gone now into Libra. It makes a little foray back into your sign between April, May, June of next year, but it's very brief and it's only the very last degrees of Virgo. So it's moved into Libra. What does this mean? Well, it means that for the next 3 years, until around October 5th, 2012, Saturn's in the second house of money and earned income. And it's really a time for you to stop worrying about every last thing to do with your finances, because I know many of you are extreme worriers at the best of times, and with Saturn there's going to be a tendency to get into your head and to worry. No, this is not the time to be worrying. This is the time to be really practical. Many of you are going to feel a little limited, a little constrained with your finances. It's certainly not a time to be splashing out, but it's a time to be looking at business, looking at your relationship with money. Saturn's in Libra, Libra ruled by Venus, which rules money and finance, not only relationships. It's time to look at your relationship with money, Virgo, and to look at really serious ways in which you can structure some new income. Now with Saturn in that house, it means that you can't be all over the place. You're a mutable sign, and I know you like some diversions and some distractions, and you like to be doing different things. This is not going to be the time for it. This is going to be the time for being very focused on something that's very productive for you. You will have to work hard at it, but you're no stranger to hard work, Virgos. In fact, you like work. With Saturn in that second house, you will feel as though you're having to earn and work for every single penny. But if you are focused, you will be able to create a good living for yourself. But you must not get distracted or pulled off course. That's very important. Now, we've got 3 planets. That's the overview for the next 3 years to do with Saturn. Now, if we look at the month ahead of November, 3 planets for much of the month in your 3rd house. So Virgos, you're going to enjoy that because that's all about learning. This is a time to extend your skills, to study, to learn about your environment, to learn about what's going on around you, to decide, well, what can I learn that's new that will help me towards this new income stream that I'm looking for, this solid stability that I'm looking for, because many of you are not feeling as though you've got the stability you need. It's also a time, first couple of weeks of this month, to be a little more social, to go out, to enjoy being around the people who live near you maybe, and to connect up with people, just maybe some acquaintances, not necessarily great big friends, but just some of your acquaintances, to make some connections. This is going to be a good month to do it. Towards the end of the month, certainly after about the 21st of the month, you have a couple of planets in the 4th house, and this will be a time when you'll be focusing on home and family, the people around you. Mercury there, it's a good time to communicate with your family, to talk to them. Also, with the sun being there, it's a good time to shine a light on anything connected with your family and your family relationships, and also with your home. Are there any changes or any things you'd like to do to your home? This is the time to do it during the last couple of weeks of the month. Then we've also got Pluto in your 5th house, so you are changing yourself. Many of you Virgos, you've undergone huge changes during this last transit of Saturn in your sign. Now many of you are starting to feel as though the veil is lifting. You can start to see a little more clearly your way forward. Many of you have really had to learn some heavy lessons, but I think you've come out stronger, and I think many of you have come out with more confidence. You start in that very timid way, many of you Virgos, but I now think many of you are feeling much more confident and starting to feel a little more upbeat. Uranus in the 7th, it still means there's some ups and downs and changes in your relationships going on, particularly in the one-to-one relationships, and also Mars is in your 12th house for this month. So really it's a time when you're still going to feel quite introspective in many ways, and you may feel as though you're doing a lot of work behind the scenes that isn't being noticed. Don't worry, next month that will come out and you won't feel quite so neglected in many ways. The other thing with that Mars transiting your 12th, make sure you're not holding in your emotions, particularly your anger. So a good thing to do is to get out and exercise. If you're feeling a bit uptight, do something more physical. So there you have it. The focus very much on finances, creating a serious income for yourself, not getting distracted. A little bit of socialising, some focus on the home. And there you have it. So I wish you a really good month. For those of you that are interested in having a personal reading done, there's my website details for you if you're interested. And I wish you a great month, and I thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.